Hi, I'm Autumn. In the spring of 2022, I got rid of 98% of what I owned, converted my Nissan Sentra into a teeny tiny home. I took my work on the road with me, and I traveled the West while living in my car. A year after I embarked on this adventure, I adopted Chloe, and we explore these lands together. In last week's video, I took you with me as Chloe and I explored Idaho and nearly abandoned this current voyage due to ongoing frustrating power issues. However, we decided to keep rolling on one day at a time. So I thought it would be fun in this video to share 18 weird and unexpected things that you might come to experience if you full-time travel in your car for 14 months like I have. These were 18 things I didn't know to expect, but they've happened. I think it's 18? Is it 18? I figured I'd share all of this sort of sprinkled throughout our journey as we continued on in Idaho. I really wish my power didn't blow because it blows that it blew. I still have the capacity to get power. It just requires an additional 5 to 10 hours a week of sitting in like a laundromat whenever it's cool enough to be in the car where Chloe is okay sleeping in the car at that time. So I gotta go at night or really early in the morning. It's inconvenient. It's not impossible. I had this whole plan to maximize the amount of places I saw while minimizing the route, so it was this very efficient travel plan. When my power blew and I realized that I was taking things one day at a time, I kind of let that plan go by the wayside. You know, I can understand how if you're looking for efficiency in a soul journey, that this would have been a good route. I don't know about you guys, but that's a constant little struggle I got going on between sort of efficiency, data, accuracy, spreadsheets, lots of planning, lots of strategy. I love that stuff. And when you're on a soul journey, I don't know if a spreadsheet is the way to go. Anyway, I was gonna go to Oregon to do this whole loopy thing to where I saw the most with the least amount of gas to use. No zigzag lines, no back and forth, none of that. Well, guess what I'm doing instead? Zigzagging and going back and forth.
Well, it rained all night here. Miss Chloe and I slept so good in the rain. The window's all fogged up.
Here's the start of the list of weird things you may experience if you live in your car. 1. You learn that there is a very specific range of temperatures that's acceptable in a non-climate controlled vehicle. When I'm looking at the forecast and I see 71 as a high, I'm like, you know what, this is doable. When I see 72 as a high, I think that's absolutely unacceptable. You can have a panic attack if the forecast was incorrect and it's actually 73 degrees. Well, this morning routine in the rain starts out with cuddles with Chloe. Even before I get all this mascara off my eyes and even before I brush my teeth. And as you can see, when it's cold, it fogs up, which is sometimes a challenge in stealth camping. This is my sink. So what I'm doing right now is I'm pouring my tea, not only because this is like my best part of the morning, it's also what I use to clean off the mascara that I have. Oh, that feels so good. It's also so refreshing, like amazingly refreshing. 2. You get used to never shopping for anything except like paper towels. And it's really exciting when your brand of paper towels is on sale. And then it's like you want to buy 2, but you can't because you don't have room for 2. So you just enjoy that 20 cents off for one moment in time. 3. You'll want to cross lines just because someone tells you you can't. There's a reason I can't go that way. Now I really want to go that way just because I've been told I can't. So I really want to go. Same thing happens with parking. They're like, oh, you can't park here. They're like, oh, you can't sleep in your car here overnight. Actually, nobody says that. People say you can't sleep in a van. It's one of the things I'm a little worried about when I get a van. Because with my car, it's like, you don't even know I'm in here. I see her flicking mud. Her paws are gonna be so muddy. It's a darn good thing we're doing laundry today. It's gonna be so muddy here in a minute. Oh, a slow morning in the rain kind of makes you want to be all cozy in your house. And I'm cozy in my house. I'm cold in my house. I would take the cold and the rain any day to heat. Any day. And my brother and I argue about this. I say I am happiest when it's 25 degrees to 70. My brother says, no way. It needs to be like 80 to 110. He's crazy. You can actually see out of the car, believe it or not, even though it doesn't look like you can.
Then we headed north again. We had gone back and forth between Ketchum and Stanley since we thought we were going to return to Arizona to sell Little Red and upgrade as soon as possible. I certainly didn't mind driving this incredible scenic route 4 times. Four.
You get used to wearing the same shirt 6 or 7 days in a row. That's right, I've actually done that. Unless I've gone on a crazy hike and like did a whole bunch of sweating in it. But I'm on day 3 of this bad boy.
5.
You either lose the ability to smell yourself or develop the ability to smell yourself when it becomes a pertinent moment. Because once I'm like, I think I better tend to that, then I shower. It's possible that others in society may experience that critical moment before I do. And in which case, I apologize. But I am introverted. Maybe that's what keeps me introverted, because people don't want to come around. I just showered yesterday, so I'm so fresh and so clean. Ready? Would you like this? Oh, no, there she goes. Watch, I bet she's gonna run to the back. Let's see. Yep. She gets her treat and she's like, it's mine. I'm gonna go enjoy it alone. I don't share. And now I'm gonna go have some time to myself. That is Chloe's process.
And who am I kidding? That's my process too. While in the Sun Valley, I found these locally made salted caramel chocolate chip cookies. I would go back to Ketchum just for another bag of these cookies. We continued over the mountain pass and came upon this view, where I finished the remainder of the cookies. Six.
You come to learn that your car, which is your house, is simultaneously a black hole of sorts. If there's something small and you drop it deep into the crevices of your build, you will never see it again. It will not escape. It's like light that can't emerge from the gravity. It goes somewhere. Where is a mystery.
And then we were back to this beloved lake that I really didn't want to leave. And I marveled. The water is so clear, so clean, so cold, and so blue. This lake was formed during the last ice age when glaciers carved out the basin, and it derives its name from the native sockeye salmon that once thrived there. Chloe tried to eat the water. Seven.
The way you describe yourself is almost like a reflex, depending on if you're interested in the advances. So for example, if I'm really interested in somebody and they're like, oh, where are you from? I say, I'm a nomadic traveler and I work from the road. If you're not particularly interested in the advances, then it's like, I'm homeless, but I've got a really nice storage closet in my parents' basement.
Redfish Lake is fed by 3 main rivers, the Redfish Lake Creek, the Alpine Creek, and the Salmon River. But Chloe doesn't care about any of this. She just wants to play in the water.
You get used to the $1 million views outside of every window of your house. You get used to being able to drive up, hop in the back, and just fall asleep on a whim.
9.
This next one's a little crude, a little TMI. But hey, I'm being real with you. You get used to doing your business with those $1 million views. A nomadic friend and I have a long-running joke where we send each other the views. Where we most beautiful places. It's almost like a competition, but we also celebrate each other's situations. I told her I won last week because this was my Monday.
These sockeye salmon were some nomadic fish. They originated in the Pacific Ocean and typically in the northern regions, such as the Gulf of Alaska. All nomads seem to be drawn to Alaska. If you're a nomadic vehicle dweller, you've either lived there, been there, or have a plan to go there. These fish were no different. After several years maturing in the ocean, these fish felt the impulse to travel up to Idaho. To reach the lake, the salmon had one heck of a trek, an arduous journey upriver navigating the Columbia, one of the largest rivers in North America. As these nomadic fish made their way upstream, they reached the Salmon River, also known as the River of No Return. That's because the fish came here to spawn, then die. The salmon had to navigate cascading waters, waterfalls, and rapids to reach their spawning grounds in Redfish Lake. I'm making a similar journey as these fish, in reverse. I'd like to hit up the Columbia at some point this summer, but I'm living one day at a time, so I don't know if I will. I'd love to spend 2 entire seasons in Alaska. Alas, that is a trip for another year. Sometimes, when I'm marveling at one mountain range, urge creeps up and tells me how great it would be to visit the next mountain range. And once I'm at the next mountain range, I keep dreaming of the next one, and then the next one. This whole one day at a time thing helps me appreciate the incredible mountain ranges that are right in front of me. It helps me quiet that never enough mind that travels right along with me wherever I go.
Hi, Miss Thing. Hi. Hi, Chloe.
10.
When you live on the road with a dog, you learn that the real dangers aren't the boogeyman, aren't the bears, aren't even the mosquitoes. They're the foxtails. I can address boldly and strongly all of the above. When it comes to the foxtails, I'm obsessed and quiver with fear. I obsessively check my dog for them every time we come back in. I'm just paranoid as can be.
11.
When you have a dog as cute as mine, you can't stop gushing over her. I think some of my friends are honestly annoyed with me because I'm either really distracted because I'm telling her not to eat something, or I am just like, oh my God, she's so cute. She stuck her head out the window. She's so cute. She picked up a stick. She's so cute. She buried her bone. She's so cute. She's chewing her bone. Like, oh, adorably. She's sleeping. She's so cute. Like, I don't know. I don't even know. I'm obsessed with my dog. Didn't know that was gonna happen. I knew I was gonna want a dog. I knew I was gonna love a dog. I didn't think I would become like obsessed dog mama.
Stanley is a town of 70 residents. As I voyage through the town, I wonder, could I become resident number 71? I am a hermit after all, but have I reached this degree of hermithood?
Why are you the cutest, huh? Just gnawing on your bone. You're just the cutest. At my campsite. We got these other campers. It's free. We're gonna do a hike today. However, I was reading reviews from the last couple of days and it's completely snow-packed and most people couldn't make it through. Everyone's saying save that hike for a month or two from now. So we might swing back through here in a month or two from now. We'll see. In the meantime, we are heading to other places in Idaho. You learn that dog parks really might be for the people, not so much the dogs. Sure, the dogs have fun and play and jump and run and get their exercise and it's adorable. But really, it's where I make all my friends now. It's perfect!
13.
The movement of driving begins to almost feel like it becomes you. If you don't drive for a little while, something feels off and wrong, like you just need to get on the road.
And that's exactly what we did. We drove several hours northwest.
Chloe's sniffing a tree, because that's her favorite thing to do. And there's snow back there, you guys. Check this out. It's June. It's almost summer.
Chloe and I are getting a shot of heat from the heater, and it's 43 degrees at 3:30 in the afternoon in Cascade, Idaho. Chloe's done so good on the drive. She doesn't like the windy roads, but she otherwise does good. After a year of living in your car, even if you've never been flexible before in your life, suddenly you realize that your body can twist in ways that you didn't know was humanly possible. Trying to reach Chloe's dog food. Convenience stores start to feel like your kitchen. There's a sense of comfort when you walk into the fluorescently lit coffee, hot dog, and smoke scented room. There's a special gratitude that exists whenever the convenience stores have the fast flowing hot water pump instead of the slow one. It's the little things that you appreciate.
It is snowing where I'm at in Idaho right now.
Yep. There's a little red in the snow again.
Snow showers amidst summer flowers. By the way, this was the first day of summer.
Hi, little guy. Hi, little guy. My little cool doggy. We got the heater going so she's warming up.
This was one of the first times that Chloe didn't want to come out of the car with me. It may have been too cold and she was so cozy inside. However, she was definitely ready to come out of the car when she saw the dog park. This was yet another town I didn't know existed that I fell in love with, McCall, Idaho. 16.
You get used to waking up and having your very first thought be, where the heck am I today?
17.
You totally get used to sleeping with your structure super close to you, all around you, totally nestled in. When I sleep in a hotel or when I sleep in a friend's house or a family member's house, it feels weird. I don't know that I like sleeping where I have the capacity to stand. I'm rearranging my car. Again, I want to be able to access all my food from the inside. I don't want to have to move Chloe every time I do it. Every time I start to record, Chloe starts doing this. Every time. She'll be like totally hanging out with herself, but as soon as I start to record, she maybe hears me talk and like wants my attention or something, I don't know.
This was my view as I rearranged my car. Yet another beautiful free campsite right next to a mountain lake. 18.
You get used to the ugly spaces in between and even start to appreciate them. Every single state that I've ever been to has the ugly spaces in between. You gotta go through them to get to where you're going. The only place that doesn't have them is Idaho. You get used to your dog barking when you talk to the camera. The only place that doesn't have ugly places in between is Idaho. What's up with that, Idaho? How do you not have an ugly space in between?
Join us next week where we went from it snowing and below freezing temperatures on the first day of summer to being forced to leave Idaho due to sweltering hot temperatures as we continued north. Thanks for watching. To follow our adventures as well as to get tips about vehicle dwelling and the nomadic life, like, comment, turn on that notification bell, and subscribe.